Before we start, come on visit thedealconfidence.com and click the subscribe button and also hit like. If you want to be updated on our new upload, just hit the notification bell and you'll be updated automatically. Now let's proceed to the video.
This is going to be kind of cool, but I'm still going to be working. And so I would love to be able to do a deal here in the United States while I'm in Panama. I'll be there for at least 2 weeks. That's plenty of time to get a deal under contract and to get it sold. So if you are serious about trying to do this, you can talk to me offline and we can get you set up with leads and access to HubSpot so we can start doing some deals. Right, folks?
Mitch,
Yes.
I don't know if you can answer it within like the small frame of time we have right now, but so how do you usually wholesale seller finance deals? Do you do the same approach where you just take the spread, like the difference between the spread and like you say you'll seller finance this amount to them and you have your separate seller finance to them, so and then you just take the spread?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite topics. If I can get the property for 10% down, let's just use my the example of the day: $112,000, $12,000 down, and $100,000 at $500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
If I can buy that from the seller at that, I can turn around. I can do what's called a wraparound mortgage, all-inclusive deed of trust, and make it available to an investor for. Remember, I got it for 0%. So any percent automatically means I'm going to get more than $500. Presumably, but I can wrap this financing such that I can, let's say, make it available to the investor for $700 a month, and I don't know, $22,000 down, which is still, if they're buying it from me for $150, it's still less than 20%. But that means when they pay me $22,000 and $700 a month, they pay $22,000 at the closing. I peel off 12 of that and give that to my investor. I get to keep the balance. So that's $10,000 at closing. I mean seller. Did that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
My favorite part though is I get to collect $700 from the investor every month and only pay $500 to the seller, which means I get a $200 a month spread on a property that I don't even have any responsibilities for managing. So I'm making $200 a month in cash flow. Now we're talking passive income. Got $200 a month coming to me in passive income because I'm not a landlord, I'm a lender. I'm actually a wraparound lender. And as long as I make that underlying payment of $500 to the seller, if I'm collecting $7 from the investor and paying $5 to the seller, that $200 in the middle is mine, all mine.
Pure cash flow.
Pure cash flow. And then we're not done yet. When we get ready to cash off, my investor is paying me interest only. So I'm selling him the house, $150,000, let's just say, but it's an interest only payment. So if he paid me $25,000 down, he's going to owe me, he or she is going to owe me $125,000, $126,000 whenever they pay me off. Let's say 10 years from now, they pay me off. They're going to owe me the full balance because they didn't amortize at all on the investor side. However, as we said before, I've been paying down this thing at $500 a month on the seller side. So 10 months from now, I'm $5,000, my balance is $5,000 lower. Which means when my investor cashes me off in 10 years, let's say, and refinances off, I get another payday when the spread between the 125, let's say, that they owe me, and at that point, I'd have to do the math, but it's going to be way less than the $100,000 we're talking about. Because again, it's going to be, what's that, $6,000 a year of pay down, right? $500 in 12 months. So $6,000 a year of pay down. And if you say if you do this for 10 years, that's $60,000. So my balance will be $40,000 on the back end when they get ready to finance me off. But this guy, the investor, will still owe me $125,000. So the spread between what the investor owes me and what I owe the seller means I get paid again when they cash me off.
Okay.
So I get paid at closing, I get paid a monthly cash flow, and I get paid at the back end because of the difference between how fast I'm amortizing. Every payment that I'm making is reducing it, and how fast my investors are amortizing, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a big old spread at the back end between those two payoffs. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you make the interest high enough so that even though with the down payment, you're getting $700 just based on only interest payment, and
Correct.
The difference
Correct.
You get 500, and then what? Okay, no, I get it. Wow.
Correct.
So how much is the percentage, the interest rate usually in that case?
Well,
700.
It's whatever you negotiate. And again,
Okay.
for an investor that's not used to getting seller financing at all, as long as they don't have to pay the whole thing up front, they don't really care what the interest rate is. As long as the cash flow, as long as the deal makes sense for them, as long as they can run their numbers and get a decent cash flow and a decent cash on cash return, then they can afford to pay as much and you can do that math, right? The beauty of this is that you can calculate how much they can afford to pay you based on the rents and based on the repairs. You can back into how much you could charge them in total payment because you have all the data.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So, and there's actually a fourth way to get paid, but again, we're running out of time. I don't want to overstay my welcome.
Yeah.
It is
I don't
Friday
want to
night.
keep you as well. Yeah, I don't want to keep you as well.
We'll talk more about this, but again, I don't need 100 people. I need like 5 serious people who are looking, and I got one already. Souley's ready to rock and roll as am I. In fact, he and I are already talking about our next deal. So I got one. My question is, who else is interested in doing this? If only to use it as a vehicle for practicing how to talk to sellers, how to analyze deals, all the things that we say we want to do. You no longer now have the excuse of, well, I can't find any deals to anybody to talk to. I'll give you the people to talk to if you'll talk to them the way we ask you to, so that you can get those deals and get paid. So this replay will be available, and I'm going to try to get it done before I head to Panama. But if not, they have internet in Panama, so I'll do it when I get there. But thank you all for attending. Hopefully you got something out of this. I'm excited, as you can probably tell from my voice, because I believe that this is going to be a great opportunity for those of you who are interested to do more deals and me to do more deals with you. And when we burn through Tulsa, we can pick up and focus our attention on other markets. There's whole lots of markets to talk about. So if you're interested, reach out to me and we'll talk more. In the meantime, thank you all for attending, and we'll talk again soon. And we'll do this again probably in the next 2-3 weeks before the month is out.
Hey, off topic, can I give you a call after this, just for a couple minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. All right. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Andre.
Thank you, Mitch.
Souley,
Thank you.
Thank you, Troy.
Yep.
Jasper.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you all later.
All right, that is the last part of our Q&A clip. To watch the other part of the Unstoppable Q&A video, please go check the links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great deal.